Have you seen this? Have you heard this? Have you read about it? This article says woman in India beaten to death with the iron rod by her cousin. After refusing to marry him. That's what the police say. And I believe it. Remember, this is in India, y'all. A 25-year-old woman was brutally battered to death with an iron rod in India, allegedly by her cousin after she refused to marry him. So, as the story goes, they received information that a 25-year-old girl was found in a park near South Delhi. The victim was identified as Nargis, leave the name out. It was his cousin. He called her to speak to him, the authorities said. However, when she refused to speak to him and rejected his marriage proposal, the dude allegedly attacked her with the iron rod he had brought with him. The accused surrendered to police hours after committing the crime. They had a press conference, and the presence of the iron rod was found near the victim's body. They said that his proposal was rejected by both her family and the woman victim herself, citing his lack of steady employment as a reason. So, so what you got here is, y'all, you got some international news. All right, we gonna log on and dissect this a little bit. Shout out to India. So I've been watching a bunch of docs and stuff lately about India, and it's been making me think about that joint Slumdog Millionaire, that film that came out. And India is a grimy place sometimes, yeah. And I believe it's mostly Muslim, but not Muslim, Hindu and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but dude came up there with a rod and told her to come speak to him. He already came with a mission. That's like he came with his gun cocked. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, yo, come here, let me holler at you. Like, he on some DMX shit. Like, hey, yo, come here. But he like, for real, for real. And she was like, nah, nigga, you broke. You broke. But you know what's crazy is, you would think the problem is like, nah, you my cousin, bro. That's why I can't marry you. But the problem is, bro, you can't keep a job. And that's a problem too, though. But shit, it's like, on a list of rejections and a list full of objections, you're going to be like, yo, you my cousin, bro. I can't do that. And that's probably why I like her underlying reason too. But it's like, dog. She said, no, these niggas can't take no for a reason, bro. You got to bury bonds abroad just to like, if you beat her with the rod, dog, it's like she ain't good to nobody. What you, oh, damn, she can't, like, what, she gave you a sample or what? Like, or you just like, man, she can't refuse this. She can't refuse me. My nigga, you got to lay off the juice, bro. And old girl, like, shit, I don't know what's going on in India. I don't know what's going on. Because the rest of the article says she allegedly declined to engage with him, and he allegedly pulled out an iron rod from his bag and viciously beat her. He was mad because of the rejection from the marriage proposal, and then they stopped communicating with each other. They, even the family said he was disturbed after the marriage proposal was rejected, and the girl stopped talking to him, never returns calls. Man, that's why he killed her. Yo, they say the national capital of Delhi has become extremely unsafe. Two incidents have come to light today. A woman was shot and another was battered to death with an iron rod in broad daylight. And they said these crimes don't stop, so this must be a thing out there. So y'all women, in the U.S., just consider yourself lucky, because I mean, they using their muscle out there. I ain't lying. What? Okay, check this out. In another horrifying incident, a 20-year-old man from Delhi was arrested in May this year on suspicion of stabbing a teenage girl multiple times and bludgeoning her to death in full public view. Can you imagine you going to shop somewhere and some dude like got an issue or whatever with you, and he stabbed you multiple times and bludgeoned you to death in full public view? I can't even say it. The attacker stabbed the victim at least 16 times before smashing her with a concrete block in an assault that lasted for nearly 90 seconds. That's heavy. A minute and 30 seconds. You can't even cook a hot pocket in that time, and that atrocity was committed. But I'm gonna let y'all chew on that for a minute. You know, I know it's passport bros. If y'all want to go to India, please, baby girl. If you say you got that Indian hair weave in your head, they might mistake you for one of them and try to go crazy on you, boo boo. So keep your African roots out and your afro looking good, sheened up, picked out. And peace, 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 peace. Holla.